For me, visiting space would be stellar. Like many of the things on this bucket list, it is something that I have wanted to do for my whole life. I have always been fascinated by how different living in space would be compared to living here on Earth. The allure of weightlessness alone is enough to lure me into space. A place where there is no gravity sounds like a place where I could really thrive. Along with the absence of gravity would come the absence of the need for human conflict. Looking down on the Earth from space, I believe human conflict would literally become minutia. More than anything, I just think astronauts are cool. I think rockets are really cool. And ultimately, when it comes to space, I'm not picky. I wouldn't mind traveling to other planets, the moon, or even if it was just into orbit. 9 times out of 10, musical artists will sound better on recordings than live, thanks to studio trickery. So what do you do with that 1 out of 10 musical artist? You go see them live, of course. The band Wilco is the best experimental country band to come out of Chicago ever. They've been kicking out these sweet outer space cowboy jams since the 90s. 2 of their albums, Being There and Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, have been especially meaningful to me. It would be terrific to hear these songs that I love and cherish in a whole new way. One of the greatest beauties of music is that anyone can appreciate it. When a musical artist can make pieces of music that are easily appreciated, yet are artfully sophisticated, then they are a success in my book. One day, I'm gonna sway my own lighter to Impossible Germany. Not only do I love to listen to music, but I can also play it. I can play, to varying degrees of proficiency, bass, piano, guitar, and the harmonica. There is, however, one sound that has eluded me my whole life. One sound that I am dying to get underneath my hands. That sound is the steel guitar. The steel guitar is Hawaiian in origin. Now, the steel guitar is a staple of country, blues, rock, and folk music. There are 2 types of steel guitar, lap and pedal. The lap steel is relatively simple to play, and the pedal steel is a much more involved instrument. In the end, though, it doesn't matter to me. I just want to get my hands on some steel guitar. I think photography is the coolest. After all, where would this bucket list project be if there weren't people out there to take pictures of all the cool stuff I want to do? Photography appeals to me because it is both an artistic medium and a no-nonsense historical record. My grandfather has been an avid photographer his whole life. I have loved looking through his photo journals, since they are beautiful profiles of places I have never been and people I have never met. Much like music, photography is an art that everyone can appreciate. Photography captures things as they are. In my experience, photography has been easy to pick up, but hard to master. In this day and age, Photoshop has diluted the authenticity of cameras. For that reason, I would love to master the art of film photography. Though the final item on my bucket list is less serious than the others, it should not be taken any less lightly. I would just love to meet a red panda. Red pandas are some of the most diminutive and non-threatening creatures in the animal kingdom. They are also some of the most cute. The name panda is a misnomer, for they are not related to pandas at all. But that doesn't stop me from just wanting to hug one of these little dudes and cuddle with them. I can only hope that someday, when I meet a red panda, it may reciprocate my feelings toward it, and we may become best friends. And by friends I mean, he would be my pet. I would, however, just settle for cuddling one of these cute little red pandas.